Okay, I am live. All right, on YouTube. I know that you guys see me in a car. My husband is driving. It's been a while since I posted something for my viewers, for you guys. So we're going to talk about, it won't be long, it's something about sickle cell. Okay, so let's touch base on sickle cell real quick. So sickle cell, what is this? Qui sa qui maladie anémie falciforme. Okay? So sickle cell, anémie falciforme. Gen tren et genye maladie falciforme. Okay? So there's a trait and there's a sickle cell disease. The trait is more like the person either, like, okay, it's very mild compared to someone with the sickle cell disease, but the trait is like more like that person is a carrier and they may never really feel anything much. They may never even really feel like they have pain. So treyan, moun ki gen treyan, des fois yo kapab même senti que yo même gen pen. Okay, yo pote treyan, comme si c'est carrier là, yo carrier, la vie c'est porteur là. Okay? And des fois, yo kon pa même senti aucun malaise rien. Mais gen tout qui kon senti ça. Okay? Now, qui ça qui cause que un monde qui doit gagner treyan? Okay, what causes the person, what is the cause? What makes this person has that trait to start to begin with? So sometimes it's a genetic thing. It's a genetic disease or a genetic trait. It's a genetic thing. So by genetically. Kote ke on moun ki do arete la li fe maladi, li fe tension, li fe sucre, men ki do pa pran yon kote, gen moun ki pran nan paran, ki pran yon fami, men on moun ki do arete sa li pou de joun manje, pou fe maladi, ou gen tension, fè tension. Okay? So, the trait, usually a parent has a trait or the sickle cell. They may marry someone who does not have it. Okay? And so the child may come out. So say someone has the trait and they marry someone that doesn't. So the percentage of the child having a child with the trait will be low percentage because they married someone who doesn't have it. But that kid might probably come up with that 25% chance of having the sickle cell trait because the person they married doesn't have it. Now, if that person has sickle cell disease, which is the stronger form of the trait, okay, it's a bit more severe in terms of you're feeling those aches. You do have those symptoms. You do have joint pain, acute chest syndrome. You can have pain in your body. You will feel a bit more tired than most people more often. Okay? So, this person who has that sickle cell disease, okay, if they marry someone who does not have it, their chance of that person having the disease as well is a 25% that they can have the disease. Now, if two people having the trait, the sickle cell trait, they married, they didn't know, get là tout c'est deux monde qui marié qui très et puis pas connaît ça oui marié avant qui très mais qui n'a pas même connaît qui très ça tout le marié avec monde pas même connaît qui très OK so yo pas dit une l'autre ou bien yo doit connaître tout mais yo d'accord mais ensemble or they might know but they agree to be together. Now what happens is, if these two people, they got the trait and they're together, they may produce a child having a child where the percentage is high, not 25%, it's high to have sickle cell disease. So what happens with these children having sickle cell disease is because their parents have the trait. They either had a parent with the sickle cell disease, one of them, or two of them having the trait. So in my case, my mom didn't know she has it, married my dad didn't know he has it, married my mom. Or even if she knew she has it, she's thinking, well, maybe my husband doesn't. So when now the kid is born and the kid starts showing symptoms at the age of 4, 5, 6, that's when they really start showing the symptoms of sickle cell. So I became very sick. I was really yelling, screaming, crying, holding the place where I have the pain. Took me to the doctor, screaming, can't sleep for nights. And that's when they found out, oops, your kid has the disease. They even tested them. And they're like, what? Y'all two got the trait. They're like, what? We did not even know we have the trait. So this is, in general, what sickle cell disease is about. So, c'est ça qui maladie anémie falciforme. Now, when you have, like, what makes you have it? Like, what's inside of you to make you have it? Okay, so people with sickle cell, the shape of their blood, the shape of the normal blood red cells is circular, round. And when they're having a pain crisis, it's sickle. That means it is like a half moon shape. And when it has to go through the blood vessel, it is not in its normal shape. It's going through the blood vessel, and it lacks oxygen. It needs. That's why the minute the person is sick, they go to the hospital, they quickly put them into an IV. It's to push a little light or that water to push the sickle inside the vein, okay? Inside the vein, because sometimes it sticks there, it's stuck. So when the blood is that half circle, okay, like a moon crescent shape, sickle, and it's going to that vein, it's stuck because it's not normal. It's not normal red blood cell. So it's stuck. And so you need to drink a lot of fluid. This is what people don't get. People with sickle cell has to drink a lot of water. So they can always reduce the chance of going through a pain crisis. Because any little thing, the red blood cell can become sickle and shaped like that, and it stays there, and it is not going through, and then not enough oxygen is going through. Oxygen and then they're going through some joint pain or whatever it is. Now, it's not good to drink a lot of alcohol. Sometimes you have to, if you really do, you have to drink in moderation. So alcohol for modération. Okay. Sometimes people have surgeries because of that, because it stays there and it sticks. It stays in that bone marrow. Doesn't want to. There's not enough oxygen. So what happens to the bone? It becomes brittle because there's not enough oxygen going through, because the blood is not circulating the way it should. Sang pa circuler, jan doit circuler. So ça cause when you have operation. The person can even go through some surgeries because of the bone not receiving oxygen. And when there's not enough oxygen going through the bone, it becomes brittle. It becomes like something that can break easily, and you have to go through surgery. So they can put it back, or put whatever device to hold it together. It is a terrible disease. It's very, very bad to have, especially if you have the severity of it. Luckily, some people that have the mild version and they still go through some stuff. So, but the severity means some people are getting sick actually every month, every 2 months. Gen moun nan severite de maladie sa, yo malade chaque 2 mois. I thank God that I have the mild version because I can go a year, 2 years, and I don't have anything. But when I do finally have it, it's painful and I'm crying, I'm in tears, can barely walk, can barely hold something if it's your hand that has it. Okay? So it is nothing to really fear. It's not a disease that people need to fear about from somebody. It's not like, oh, I'm going to attract it, I'm going to get it. No. But your child, you need to marry somebody who is not a carrier, or if they are, you just don't have kids. You love each other, you marry, and you just don't have kids. Now, if I do have it, my husband doesn't have it, so my kid might have a 25% of having the trait. Okay? The chance can be of having the trait, the chance is still high to have the trait at least. They may not have the disease, but the kid might still have the trait. Now, if my level seeker, I have the mild version, maybe my kid might not even have it at all because I might have the mild version. So my kid may not even the trait at all. However, it is still a possibility that they have the trait. Okay? Now, the trait, like I said, when qui get that's why they feel nothing. The person with the trait might not even feel anything. Could not feel yet, but they're carriers. They're carrying it. Okay. But you do experience fatigue more often than most people. You need to sleep early. You need to sleep early when you do have sickle cell disease, because of experiencing the fatigue, à cause des fatigues. Okay? So, c'est ça seulement pour nous. Souhaitez nous enjoy vidéo. On can parler plus toujours de sickle cell. I can talk more a little bit about it. What kind of food to always eat to prevent having it that can give you more oxygen into your blood, bring it into your bloodstream. Do not neglect drinking water, even if you're not thirsty. Do not much alcohol. Pas consommer trop alcohol. Okay? And make sure you're eating lots of greens, peeled greens, vegetables. You cannot play with that. You have to be eating vegetables more than most people, because the vegetable has something in it that can make the blood kind of like, run smooth a little bit. And it actually helps boost you up and give you that energy. Okay? So give fatigue bon energy. L'on manger végétable. Surtout spinach, especially spinach. Okay? All right. Okay. Take care. Bye. Toodaloo. Take good care of yourselves so you do not get it often. Non souhaitez tout pas gagner often. Okay. I'm going to fait là. Pendant ma produit me dit pour faire une vidéo YouTube pour nous. Eh bien, okay. I quickly did a quick YouTube video for you guys. All right. Take care. Bye. It was Multiverse Teach with Shouberte Abreu. C'était Multiverse Teach avec Shouberte Abreu. Okay, bye.